Hallo zusammen, liebe Community, wir haben hier einmal Scott Klein
und Tilman Eitelberg.
Wir wollen ein bisschen darüber sprechen, was haben wir auf der SQL Konferenz 2015 in Darmstadt. Scott, you are one of the speakers at the SQL Konferenz in Darmstadt.
Yes.
And let's talk about your session. What will the participants, what will the visitors see on your session?
So the main topic or the content that we will be talking about in the session will be, there's a lot of these Azure data services that are coming out, and so from a developer perspective, what are these data services and how as a developer do I use these data services, document DB, all the enhancements to Azure SQL Database, storage, SQL, SQL in a VM. So how do I use and know when to use these data services?
Okay, so this means this is a more developer-centric session. So it gives the developer a kind of view to all these kind of technologies, because there are a lot. There are a lot of services, a lot of technologies, a lot of new stuff.
Let's say it's about 50-50, 50% developer, 50% DBA, because as a DBA, it's a SQL conference, right? So as a DBA, how do I know when to use, when someone uses Azure SQL Database and uses Elastic Scale, what does that mean? Things like that, right? So it's developer, partly developer, because as a developer, I want to know how do I scale my Azure SQL Database, okay? But as a DBA, what does that mean for me? And what are these other data services that that I can use, and that what do they mean for me as a DBA?
Cool. So I already heard document DB, Elastic Scale,
Azure SQL Database.
Azure SQL Database. So we are real with cool hot stuff.
Hot stuff, yes.
Hot stuff.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. So I think we are here at the PASS camp. So it's your how many times you are been to Germany. So you should already speak German.
I'm working on that.
Okay.
I'm working on that. I can say
but
and I can say
for everyone.
SQL Saturday.
First session in German.
Okay. So just for everyone, this will be an English session in the conference. So we will have English and German session in combination. If you look at the schedule, you will see that we have a mixture. So every time, every hour, every slot is alternating English and German session. So your session is in English.
I'll mix in some German.
Oh, you're mixing some German.
I'll mix in some German.
All right.
The goal is to at some point be able to deliver a session in German.
Hey.
The entire session.
Okay. So everybody here will, as it is on video, we will prove that in the future. Yeah.
Yep.
So we will see that. So in terms of there's a lot of, I just mentioned, there's a lot of new stuff coming. Yeah. But you will really balance it out. So giving best practices as well as some kind of overview, as some kind of look ahead. What will be in the future.
As much as we can say, yes.
As much, of course, as much. We are all under NDA. As we always say, we are all under NDA. But for our viewers, it's really like this. We really want to look into the future, so you get strategy information. What are the plans by guys like from Microsoft, like Scott. But you also get best practices on how you're doing new things. Do you think that you also look into stuff like how this works with on-prem, anything like hybrid stuff? Is there anything like that as well in the session?
Good question. We could possibly talk about that, some of that. Okay. There's some interesting things coming, so how we could try to slot some things into the some hybrid discussions in there.
Okay, cool.
Hybrid's always an interesting one, and I think that's a hot topic. So
absolutely, I think we are in Germany are keen to see what kind of concepts you have. So we are maybe a little bit more critical into the cloud.
Yes.
So we need to see really what kind of benefits we get, how we can activate that, how we can combine it with our environments we already have, and we will have that in your session. That's cool.
Absolutely.
When is the session?
The session is in February, on the, I don't know, the 4th or the 5th of February in Darmstadt.
And I think it's on the 5th.
5th, yes.
Yeah, it's on the 5th.
And we have also a pre-con at the SQL Konferenz on the 3rd.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And we can say we have about, maybe I already mentioned that, we have about 17 international speakers.
Over 20 MVPs.
Over 20 MVPs.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's everything for everyone, I have to say. This is really, we try to give something for everybody. Yeah. So if you are not from Germany and you're not a German native speaker and you want to listen to some kind of English tracks, I can recommend Scott. Very crisp, clean English. Yeah. So in this way, we have a lot of other sessions in there. Check it out. Check out the agenda. Just register to the conference, and hope to see you there.
Thank you.
Bye.